episode of Road to the World Series. Today we play the second game of this Cincinnati series and lost the first one. Almost had a chance to win it, but just really, just not pitching very well as of late. Just can't get our pitching down, and the offense finally showed up yesterday, but that that didn't help us enough to get us a win. Today we got John Lackey on the mound, though. Hopefully Lackey can recover from his last start in Miami, which was absolutely horrific. We ended up getting pummeled that game. He'll be squaring off against Ross Ohlendorf for the Reds. Ohlendorf 1-1 on the season with a 5.11 ERA. And we just don't seem, and I'm going to tell you right now, we just don't have good track records against good pitchers, or against bad pitchers. And hopefully we can get to this guy here, because that would stink if we couldn't, because we really need a win right now. We've been playing really bad as of late. Our lead in the NL Central has dropped from 6 all the way down to 3.5, and if we lose this game, it'll be at 3. So definitely need a win here. So let's go ahead and get into the ball game and see if we can get ourselves a win here in Cincinnati. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at the Great American Ballpark, and I'll be back after this one, guys. Enjoy.
Sun starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Two of the league's premier first basemen, Votto and Rizzo, coming up next. Ross Ohlendorf gets the start for Cincinnati in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he went into the 7th inning, but wasn't able to get a decision. I look to get a W here in this one.
Dexter Fowler heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 24.
Right side hit hard, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
They got right out in front of this pitch and pulled it sharply right through the hole. Now they get something started early with the leadoff man on base to begin the ball game.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And that's in there for strike one. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Well, I don't know if it's an old saying or not, but if you can play 750 ball at home, 500 on the road, you'd win 100 games. Well, this has been an 800 homestand for them so far. They're 4-1. They'd love to keep that going here.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
Here it comes on 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Shot toward right center. In there, a base hit.
Yeah, it looks like these guys mean business. Back-to-back singles here to start the ball game. They want to put as much pressure on this guy as they can early on.
Chris Bryant will stand in hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game.
Well, when you have a rough day at the plate, it's all about letting it go. You can't dwell on it for too long.
Squared that one up just a little late. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
No balls, 2 strikes.
First and second here with nobody out. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Got him. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on.
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's been a menace to opposing pitchers lately. He's hit 4 home runs in the last 10 ball games. He's shown that he's a serious power threat, so they better be careful not to leave any mistakes out over the plate.
Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. And speaking of the National League's home run leaders, there they are on your screen. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I smell another changeup coming here before too long.
Could even be right here.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Set to deal on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Line drive to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Ben Zobrist will come forward now, back in the lineup after being used as a pinch hitter last night. He's set. Here it comes. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And he falls behind 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And he didn't want that one to be in the strike zone. Even with the bases loaded, this is still a strikeout situation, remember.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are loaded with only one out. This is lined into the gap in left center, and he's going to come through here with extra bases. 2 runs have scored. Now a third runner heading for the plate, and he is in there.
Well, he had backed himself into a corner here early on, but the bases loaded. He was forced to come in with something, and this is going to unload the bases as all 3 guys come in to score, and it's very quickly 3-0 here in the first.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Ground ball right side. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Joey Votto is recognized as a great, actually an elite offensive player, but he's one of the better defensive first basemen as well. He's won a Gold Glove. He's got quick reflexes, soft hands, and most important, he does not make mental mistakes out in the field.
Javier Baez will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you kind of get the sense that his head isn't in it right now. You got to put all your concentration into that hitter. You can leave worrying about the pass for your film session tomorrow.
The 2-0 pitch. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Yeah, pretty easy to get anxious there on a 3-1 count. That was a great time to call for the changeup.
Hot shot on the ground is short. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cubbies are in front, 3-0. John Lackey gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
Billy Hamilton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Schwarber has a play, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. Lackey steps into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
And the road hasn't been all that kind to them either. They've dropped 4 of the first 5 on this trip. So they're in need of a well-pitched game here in a bad way.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. Throw to first gets him, and Lackey looks to be in control here. There are 2 away. With a moment now, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the last place you want to hit the ball against this team, right field. He won the Gold Glove Award last year. He can go get him with the best of anyone.
Joey Votto will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
Into the windup and the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. Still down 3-0. Miguel Montero will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Catcher, Miguel Montero.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the seats, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 41, John Lackey.
Striding into the box, John Lackey. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Bruce. Still ranging back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Well, this pitch is just a little bit in, not really a terrible location at all. But if you're sitting on that pitch, in that spot, you can certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some damage right there to the tune of a 2-run shot.
Now batting,
Here's Jason Hayward now,
Jason Hayward.
as he lines this one out to center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all that's just happened behind us and focus on the task at hand.
Into the box now, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run, so I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Time to play pitching coach. What's he doing wrong?
It's more of a question of what's he doing right. It ain't much.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
1-1, here it is. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Hamilton going back. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. You start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
A runner on first with 2 away. Drives it out to deep right center field. Hamilton ranging back, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. A 2-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo. Number 25 for him on the year, as this lead swells to 7-0.
Wow, he has proven to be a real nuisance in the first 2 games of this series. A home run in last night's ball game, and now another one here.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Here's Ben Zobrist now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. It looks like this is going to be one of those times.
And here's one that misses to the Chicago second baseman. It's a ball and a strike. Drilled to the right side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the 5th hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. high in the air out towards shallow right. Bruce has a read on it. And that's the third out. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of the second. Cubs lead it 7-0. Jay Bruce will lead things off here with his guys down 7 in the early going. Steve Lyons, how do you come back from a deficit like that?
Well, I think slowly. I mean, yeah, ideally a 10-run inning would be great, but you've got time on your side. You don't need to try to get it all back at once. Just peck away. A couple runs here, a couple runs there. Get yourself into slam range. That's 4 runs down.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Lackey looks in. Here's the 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Line toward the alley in left center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. Well, that'll spell disaster.
Now in the box, Brandon Phillips, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. In the dirt here. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that may have been a cut fastball that time. It had plenty of movement to it, but it just wasn't anywhere near the strike zone. And that's going to let that runner move into scoring position now at second base.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo is there. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out. But it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
You know, now that we've made it to just about the midway point of the season, this is where you start to see a little bit of separation between the haves and the have-nots. And I think we can pretty safely say that these guys are in it for the long haul.
Tucker Barnhart will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, nobody's going to confuse this guy with Miguel Cabrera or Chris Davis, but with the runner on third, he doesn't have to hit the ball out of the ballpark. Just has to get one deep enough out there to deliver that run from third. That's nice going.
Zach Cozart will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Batting 8th, left fielder,
Tyler Holt will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Liner toward right center, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Jordan Pacheco will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Pacheco.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Got him reaching there as this is fouled off to the right, and it's 1-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for Cincinnati. We've played 2 full. It's the Cubs 7 and the Reds 1. Dan Straley is going to come on to pitch here, and seeing as though it's just the 3rd inning, he may be asked to work for a while. Javier Baez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Shortstop, Javier Baez.
And oh, look out as he has to hop out of the way of the fastball there.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
That's inside. 2-0.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Big cut at the 2-0 slider, but he comes up empty. 2-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
And you have to figure he didn't think he'd be seeing any action this early on, but he's going to need to hold down the fort for a while here now that their starter's already out of the ballgame.
One away now for Miguel Montero. Pulled toward right center field. Bruce moves over. 2 gone.
Pitcher number
So with
41.
7 runs allowed already, it's been another dismal outing from this pitching staff as you take a look there at the list of clubs with the highest team ERA.
Yeah, Matt, as we take a look at this graphic here, you can see this isn't one of the stats this team is very proud of. When your team ERA is that high, the offense pretty much has to explode most games if they're going to have a chance. Hard to win ball games that way.
First pitch on its way. John Lackey will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Too high. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on top 7-1. Leading off the inning, Billy Hamilton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Lackey's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here it comes on 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, not a bad idea up there against a guy who's been fouling everything off in sight. You never know. Maybe he goes after that one, too.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Bryant is up with it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
You know, there's no such thing as a routine grounder with this guy. If you take your time, he's going to be safe. He'll beat it out. So that's a nice job of getting rid of it quickly and getting him at first base.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Drilled on the ground to short. There's Baez on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Joey Votto is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. chop foul at the plate, strike one. And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A strong inning that time out of John Lackey. His club will hit when we return. Dexter Fowler is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
Well, nothing better than a first pitch pop-up to start the inning. You know, you'll take that every time.
Ready now, Jason Hayward. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Phillips is up with it, on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
And at this point in the game, your defenders will love you for this. He's been able to pick up the first 2 outs of the inning here on just 4 pitches.
Chris Bryant will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. On the ground to the left side. To his left, Suarez. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They're on top 7-1. Jay Bruce is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
Right back at it now is Lackey as he gets ahead to start the frame. It's strike one. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Brandon Phillips stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
Sends it in the air to deep left field. Schwarber ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And he is safe at the plate, taking a chance down a bunch, but it's a 7-2 contest now.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Into the box now, Tucker Barnhart. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He's at second with his 18th double of the year. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. That evens it up 1-1. Lackey comes set. Here's the 1-1. Hit down the line at first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
No way. That was awesome. Well, if you're going to make an out, you have to make a productive out. And that moves a man up to third now, which is 1 away.
Settling in now, Zach Cozart. He drew a walk his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And now with that runner on third and 1 away, you need to stay smart at the plate, realizing that they might be working around you to put you on. So you can't go up there chasing some pitches out of the zone.
Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Now batting,
Tyler Holt is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Fowler, and the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Well, at this point, all you can really do is hope to chip away at this lead and hope that your pitchers can keep you in the ballgame. Good job there to get this one out deep enough to drive in the run.
Jose Peraza will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Peraza.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Zobrist is there. He'll go to Baez at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. The Cubs lead this one 7-3. Robert Stevenson is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep them in the game here.
Stevenson.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Phillips is there, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Here's another look at this swing in show motion. Check out the hand getting into good position. The hips start to rotate and then whack. That's great extension all the way through the ball. That's the perfect swing right there.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. For Zobrist, he's at second with his 9th 2-base hit of the year. 7 runs, 10 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Down and away, ball 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. One out and a runner on second base. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. A break?
A big break. I don't think there's any question that should have been strike 3.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3-2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Javier Baez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Bruce going back on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he's safe.
A little bit of a risk there with 2 away. You don't want to run yourself into a double play to end the inning, but he's able to make it up there, and that puts runners on the corners now with 2 outs.
Miguel Montero digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And another foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Barnhart corrals it, throw to first, and that gets him out of the jam. Cubs strand a couple. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Billy Hamilton will stand in to lead things off, as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Lackey gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw will not be in time, as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning.
Man, he gets flat out fly. I mean, once this thing got down, you figured if this is a fair ball, it's a base hit. That's almost too easy there.
Eugenio Suarez will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the knees. Strike one. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. Throw over to first by Lackey, and the runner will get back standing. Here's the 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
There's a line drive, and he's swinging it as good as anyone, folks. The streak will continue. He's got a base hit. And Fowler won't gun him down. He's in safely at third. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Joey Votto will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with two strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. One there on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Wow, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Here's Jay Bruce now. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he misses with it, 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Chopped foul right at home plate. Lackey at an even 70 pitches now in the outing. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Another one sent foul. Bases are empty here with two men out. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. It's a run on two hits here for Cincinnati. 5 innings complete. The Cubbies are in front 7-4. John Lackey is going to hit here with his guys up by 3 in inning number 6.
Well, Matt, he's got some cushion to work with here, and he's throwing the ball well, so he's earned himself not only that chance to hit one more time, but more importantly, a chance to go deeper into this ball game out there on the mound.
Matt Caesar will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 20, Matt Caesar.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And when you need a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk's not on the agenda. You better bear down right here.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw is there to record the first out.
And this guy, of course, looking to bounce back from his previous outing. That was one to forget, I'll tell you. 4 runs allowed in his relief appearance. He was hit with the loss, and he'd like to put that one behind him.
Dexter Fowler will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Hamilton. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Jason Hayward will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Grounded to the right. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They hold a 7-4 lead. Trevor Cahill will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 53, Trevor Cahill.
back alongside Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as internet sensation Dat Dude Brandon Phillips gets set to lead off the Cincinnati half of the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. To short, hit hard. From deep in the hole. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Into the box, Tucker Barnhart, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. The 0-2 home. Hit on the ground to third. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play.
Man, you get back-to-back singles to start the inning. Everything looking good. And then one pitch later, it all comes crashing down on the double play.
In now, Tyler Holt. Again to third. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Shot towards second. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
That's a good at-bat right there. He comes through with a 2-out RBI to make sure they get something out of this inning after that double play nearly wiped things out.
Devin Mesoraco will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
A runner on first with 2 away. Right side, Rizzo is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 7th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Reds 5. Back here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Steve Delabar is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Chris Bryant will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Popped high in the air. Votto is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Well, we could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old ugh! Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Anthony Rizzo steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Comes set with the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
1 out, nobody on. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Digging in now, Ben Zobrist. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Tapped out in front of home. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Javier Baez.
Javier Baez gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Just overmatched him there.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Leading off the inning, Billy Hamilton, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Adam Warren will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home seventh. Leading off the inning, Billy Hamilton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And it's quickly 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Montero gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Hamilton is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Get some fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Stepping in now, Eugenio Suarez. And a bouncing ball, foul. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Joey Votto will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Dribbled back toward the mound. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're down 7-5. Drew Hayes will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Drew Hayes.
Leading off the inning, Miguel Montero, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, it looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Hit hard up the middle. And there's a base hit, so a chance to add a little insurance here as the leadoff man is on to start the 8th.
Yeah, they tried to go inside again. I like the call, but this time he was ready for it. He drives this one for a solid base hit.
Jorge Soler will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jorge Soler.
And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Nobody out, runner on first. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Bruce. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Dexter Fowler will stand in. He flew out his last time up. From the stretch. High and deep to right center field. Bruce looking up, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as they open up a 4-run lead.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here in the 8th, because that moves the lead to 4 runs now. Of course, a lot can happen between now and the bottom of the 9th, but for the time being, you wonder if they even need to turn to their closer in what would be a non-save situation.
Caleb Cotham will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Caleb Cotham.
Jason Hayward will stand in now following the home run. And you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
Fastball's too high here, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Holt is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Chris Bryant stands in. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Well, they haven't really needed him so far, but finally comes through here to wipe out that offer in his 5th try.
Anthony Rizzo ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Cubs 9 and the Reds 5. Pedro Strop will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Pedro Strop.
Jay Bruce will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
In there, strike 1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Here's the 1-1. And this one misses to Bruce as he moves out in front. It's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, this guy's been a savior out of the bullpen for this team so far this season. His ERA is under 2 coming into play, and he gets the first man to greet him right here.
So 1 away here in the Reds' half of the 8th. And stepping in, the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he'll lean pretty heavily on that fastball. Why not? It's a big one.
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that spot right there is unhittable, especially coming right after that two-seam fastball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air into shallow left center. Soler is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for
Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. Tucker Barnhart will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
He's set, and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Now to the plate, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Votto is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. I mean, he had no chance of that working out well for him.
Kyle Schwarber stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Bounce towards the second baseman. Phillips charging this one. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
And that's a good guy to take care of on one pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Javier Baez struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 2 out, nobody on.
That's
2-0 now.
It seems like he's just dancing around him so far in this at-bat. No fastballs yet, behind 2-0. I know what I'm looking for if I'm hitting.
Hard liner toward short. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Cubs are down in order as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Striding in to start the 9th, Zach Cozart, and they'll need him to get something going here. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Hector Rondon will come on here. Not a save situation, but he'll try to close it out nonetheless.
Hector Rondon.
Leading off the inning, Zach Cozart, and they'll need him to get something going here. Wilson Contreras is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
76, Wilson Contreras.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Rondon's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. Again, he sends it out of play. 0-2 count, and the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Up next for Cincinnati, left fielder, Tyler Holt.
Tyler Holt will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
In there, 1-2 now.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded, foul. Ready on 1-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Adam Duvall will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1 count and the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Winning pitcher in this one would be John Lackey should the lead hold up. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Reds are down to their final strike.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Billy Hamilton ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a fastball is in there for strike 1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little problem is that they wind up having to burn through the bullpen a little bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish off this victory.
And the Cubs were led tonight by the offensive exploits of this man, Dexter Fowler. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award. But what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 9-5. Good night from Cincinnati.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lackey. His record is now 5-6. The loss goes to Ross Ohlendorf. He falls to 1-2. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro bus service is available to Anderson Township, Cobblewood Plaza, Kenwood, and Western Hills Plaza.
All right, guys, and the Cubs win. We win this one here as the offense exploded in this one, which was really nice to see. We get our 48th win of the year. Puts us back 18 over the 500 mark and a 4-game lead in the NL Central. But the pitching kind of scaring me because they just can't seem to get it together. Well, at least the back end of the bullpen looked good. Rondon and Strope looked good, and so did Warren. Had a little bit of a rough patch there with Cahill, but he didn't let it get too out of hand. But the starting pitching has really been hurting me lately. John Lackey, 2 consecutive meh starts. I mean, they weren't awful, but they were just kind of meh. Just not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for him to at least go 6 in that one, give me a quality start. I mean, even if he gives up 3 runs, as long as he goes 6 innings, that's what I really want. I don't want to have to burn through the bullpen all the time because that's going to take its toll on the bullpen as well. But that's just the way it's kind of been. Lester didn't have a very good outing yesterday. Arrieta had a decent outing against Miami in the final game of that. He just ran into the buzzsaw that is Jose Fernandez. But looking forward to tomorrow, we got our who I would call our ace this year. This guy has been absolutely phenomenal. Jason Hamill, up there in the Cy Young voting. Although that could change. I'm going to have to take a look at Kyle Hendricks' energy and see if I can actually throw him tomorrow against Rafael Iglesias, because I really would like to save Hamill to start off that New York series coming up. And get Hamill area to Lester, and then Lackey in a possible playoff matchup later down the road. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well at LRSGN. I'm Big Dope 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.